You left on good terms, or so you thought. The new job offer disappeared. Then the next one. Your old boss only said you were not rehireable. Nothing provable. Everything destroyed. You handed in your resignation with 2 weeks' notice. You trained your replacement. You sent the goodbye email thanking everyone for the opportunity. You even returned your badge with a smile. Professional, courteous, by the book. 3 weeks later, the dream job called. The interview went perfectly. They loved you. The offer was verbal. Then HR needed to complete the reference check. Standard procedure. You gave them your old manager's contact. Why wouldn't you? You'd left properly, done everything right. The offer never came. You called the hiring manager. Voicemail. You emailed. No response. The job posting disappeared from their website. You'd been ghosted by a Fortune 500 company. You tried again. Different company. Same industry. Another perfect interview. Another reference check request. Same old manager. Same result. Silence. The third time, you got honest feedback. Off the record. The recruiter felt bad for you. Your old manager had said you were not rehireable. Didn't elaborate. Didn't need to. That phrase alone was enough. A professional death sentence wrapped in 2 corporate words. You reached out to your old boss, professional email, asked if there was a misunderstanding, if you'd done something wrong you weren't aware of. The response was colder than silence. It was a forwarded email to their HR department. Subject line: former employee attempting inappropriate contact. You weren't just blacklisted. You were being documented as a problem for trying to understand why you were blacklisted. 6 months passed, 17 job applications, 9 interviews, 3 reference checks, 0 offers. Your savings account became a countdown timer. Your confidence became a distant memory. You started leaving your old job off applications. The gap in your resume became a red flag. Employers wanted to know what you did for those 2 years. You told the truth, left out the company name. They Googled you anyway. Your LinkedIn still showed where you worked. The truth always surfaced. So you tried lying, said you were freelancing, consulting. They wanted client references. You had none. The lie collapsed faster than the truth. You were trapped. You couldn't hide the job. You couldn't use the job. The experience that should have made you hireable had made you untouchable. Then you found the others. Online forum. Lawyers called it defamation. Couldn't prove it. Your old boss never put anything in writing. Just verbal reference checks. No recording, no transcript. Your word against theirs, except theirs was the one potential employers believed. You discovered your old boss did this to others. 3 people in the forum. Same company, same manager, same not rehireable designation. 1 left for a competitor, 1 reported harassment, 1 just quit. The pattern was clear. Your old boss was weaponizing reference checks, punishing anyone who left, destroying careers as revenge for resignation. Someone suggested the reference check services. Third-party companies that call your references pretending to be employers. Record everything. Give you the transcript. You paid the $200. They called your old manager. You got the recording. Not rehireable. Performance issues. Couldn't meet deadlines. Cultural fit concerns. All lies. Your performance reviews were stellar. You had the documentation. It didn't matter. No one would see it. Reference checks happened in the dark. Evidence-free zones where reputations died. You consulted an employment lawyer. They said truth was a defense to defamation, but proving the statements were false would cost more than you'd make in 3 years at the job you couldn't get. The math was simple. The lawsuit would bankrupt you. Your old boss knew it. 2 years after you left, you were working retail, college degree on your wall, reference check recording in your desk drawer, proof of the lie that no one would ever see. Your old boss got promoted. You saw it on LinkedIn. VP of Talent Retention. The irony would have been funny if it wasn't your life. You learned the truth about professional references. They're not about your work. They're about power, about what happens when you try to leave, about the invisible networks that decide who gets to succeed and who gets to disappear. They call it the Whisper Network Blacklist. Informal, untraceable, perfectly legal, a professional execution that leaves no fingerprints. You're still there. In the retail job, in the aftermath, the reference check still plays in your mind. The voice of your old boss, calm, professional, destroying you in real time. You left on good terms. You really did. They just made sure you'd never work